to express Sanders' interest in the opening. Tom Brady is spearheading the search for a coach and general manager after the dismissal of Tom Telesco, general manager, and head coach Antonio Pierce. Brady will have a significant voice in the Raiders' decision. What you thinking, Ocho?
I like it. It sounds good. It sounds real good, but I understand and Prime knows best. Prime has been around the game of football for a very long time. You also know, even if you do have interest in that quarterback job, even if you do have interest in that head coaching job, you will also have a short leash unless you have a goddamn quarterback. Unless you have a quarterback. You, the greatest, the GOAT, Prime Time will have a very short leash, and Mark Davis will also fire you as well. Even with the understanding you have nothing to work with if you have no quarterback.
True.
Now, if the situation if the situation is resolved and if they have a veteran presence, or maybe just so happen the Raiders find a way to go all the way up and get Shador, now we talking. Now I understand. Okay, maybe with Prime planting that seed out there and putting it out there, maybe he didn't say it the way it's being reported. I would love to coach my sons. You never know how the draft may happen. But seeing Prime at the NFL level and him always saying, I would never want to coach the NFL players. Yeah, it would change, because Prime had a song. Must be the money that's turning me out. And the money will be what it should be. And I think it would be great for him. Everywhere he's gone, high school in Dallas, Jackson State, Colorado, he has turned those programs around. And I'm sure he can do the same thing at the NFL level, given time. Given time. You're not bringing Prime in there and saying he can't have the power to make the decisions, to build the type of team he needs to build to be able to compete week to week, especially in that division against the Chiefs, against the Chargers.
You got Broncos.
Against the Broncos. But
you got to have a quarterback.
None of that. You're not doing none of that.
You got to have a quarterback because those teams have quarterbacks. They found their quarterbacks. You got to have a quarterback in order to compete. In a quarterback league, you got to have a quarterback. It's really that simple. It's not. Let's not make it more complex than what it needs to be. It's a quarterback-driven league, and you need a quarterback to compete.
Yeah. Hold on. I didn't drink too much water. Chat, give me a minute. I got a pee.
What y'all think, guys? Y'all like Coach Prime to in Vegas, or y'all want him to stay at CU? Green Bay play Philly tomorrow, right? Is that the early game? Oh yeah, the Broncos. The Broncos, Buffalo's that won, and they're gonna play. Oh wow! So they got 3 games tomorrow, huh? Wow. So game starts at 1. Oh, so it's gonna be like a regular Sunday, 1, 4, and then 8. 8 o'clock game, 8:30 game. Okay. Everybody want him to stay at CU. I think. For me personally, I think the only reason, this is consideration that he gets an opportunity to coach his son. It'd be interesting to see because I don't think Shador has the only voice that he's ever heard as a head coach is his dad, and that's time. And so it'd be interesting. I know that that's something that he would want. And maybe the only team that's in position to make that happen, the Giants kept Brian Daboll. It seems like, for all intents and purposes, the ink is about to be dry on that deal with Mike Vrabel in New England. Even though Gerard Mayo's wife had a lot to say on IG today. Did you see that? I guess she's not happy with her husband losing his job after one season. But I think that's the only way. I think that's the only thing that's the only reason he would consider this job, Ocho, is that they're in position, but you don't know. The Raiders choose what, sixth? Man, to go up that high.
Yeah. They listen, they're gonna have to, huh? They're gonna have to. They have a need. They have a need. There are two quarterbacks that are good that are coming out. Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, then there's everybody else.
Yep.
This is not a good draft class this year. It's just not. It's not a good draft class. You got to go and gamble and get what your team needs. And the Raiders need a quarterback.
They might be in a situation where they might pull it at what Atlanta did. Draft a quarterback, bring a veteran in.
Veteran presence, yes, sir.
And hope to have him for a year or two.
Right.
And then the understudy could step in and go to work around. That is nothing new, as the league playoff seeding has always rewarded division winners with a home game. But like many years in the past, the league will again review its playoff seeding format this offseason, sources tell CBS Sports. The owner has always preferred the current format, but there could be an appetite for change that reward teams with a better record with a home playoff game. That's not right. That's the whole purpose of winning your division.
Right.
So now, because we got a 14 win team that's on the road. Really? So like we haven't had that before. They didn't win their division. It happened, Ocho. It's not often that you have a 15 win team and you have a 14 win team in the same division.
Right.
Derrick Henry is the first guy to rush for at least 1,900 yards and not win the rushing title. So what are we going to do now? Go back and look at strength of schedule? No, he didn't win. Somebody had more wins. Okay, it is what it is.
Right.
Y'all got to stop. NFL, stop this. Yeah. I think y'all have done enough to the rules and everything. Now y'all want to take the onside kick out.
Listen, and you know what their excuse will be? Everything that we're doing is for the betterment of the game, to improve the game. Now, what they've done so far, and I mean no disrespect, I understand safety and wanting to protect the players, but also protect the shield, is you're watering down the game of football and what football was known and played as.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same. And you continue to, it's like getting surgery. It's like you see a woman that continued to get surgery over and over and over when the body of work was perfectly fine.
Yes.
You keep messing with God's work, and now you look like a goddamn pink.
And that's the thing, Ocho. I mean, pretty soon, we'll take the punt out. I mean, you're taking the kickoff out, just take the punt out. Take the onside kick. You've already done whatever that I don't know what they call that new kickoff rule where the guy, you can't move until the guy catch the ball. Right. Ocho, you playing an inherently dangerous game.
Yeah.
I don't care. Listen, I don't care how many airbags you add. I don't care the seatbelt. I don't care if you add carbon fiber or whatever you add. When you drive at a high rate of speed, things happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care. So when you play the game of football and you take a big man and he runs into a bigger man at a high rate of speed, that's not what the human body was meant to do.
Right. You're right.
So it's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. You're trying to make an inherently dangerous game safe. I don't know how.
You can't. You can't. I'm not sure why they can't get that through their skulls. It's impossible. Not only is it impossible, the dimensions of the field, they haven't changed yet.
No.
But the players playing in today's game in this era
got bigger and faster.
Listen, they got bigger, they got faster, they got stronger, but the dimensions of the field haven't changed. So that means at a high rate of speed, when running, the collisions are still the same. Now you're telling me, well, you can't hit people a certain way. You can't lead with your head. Well, how else do you tackle? You don't tackle with your face.
Hell no.
You don't tackle with your face. You're going to get somebody going to break their damn neck.
But guess what, Ocho? And you've increased the game. You've gone from 12 to 16 to 17, about to go to 18.
Yeah.
But you want to make the game safer.
No.
The more times you do so, the more time you get on the interstate and drive, the greater the risk are for a car wreck.
Mm-hmm.
So the more times you add games to it, there's a greater chance players are going to get hurt.
Yeah. And listen,
it's just common sense. It's the law of average.
Right. I think the league should just come out and say, listen, we're doing all that we can
to make as much money as we can.
Make as much. There we go. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's it. Because that's the bottom line at the end of the day anyway. That's in any business, especially a business like this, especially a $1 billion business like this. At the end of the day, we're trying to find ways to make as much money as possible. And if adding games is going to be it, so be it. And I'm
okay with that because that's what it is.
Right.
I mean, you can't, since we want to make this safer, under the guise of saying, well, look at the rules, but you add more games.
Mm-hmm.
You increase guys' chance of getting injured by playing. I mean, look, you keep running across the street, sooner or later, something bad gonna happen, Ocho. You keep crossing the busy intersection, something's gonna happen eventually.
Oh, yeah.
You can only tempt fate so many times.
Yeah.
I get it. The kickoff is, yes, you got big guys running at a high rate of speed and look, I get all that. I understand it. Right. And I understand trying to make the game safe. But you can't say I'm trying to make the game safe on one hand, adding games on the other hand. By the same token, as you mentioned, the dimensions of the field haven't changed or the roster size.
Yeah.
So what about that? Are you going to add more? No, of course not, Ocho, because if you add 5 more players, that's a couple of extra $1 million that the owners are going to have to pay.
Yeah. And
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll give y'all more practice squad. Man, the practice squad players, now listen. I mean, they making 8, 9. What does a practice squad player make? Maybe $10,000 a week. Good money. Get out there and practice something you love. More than you gonna. I promise you, it's more than you gonna make on the job. If you got a degree, you got your degree. Some guys have their degree by the time they graduate. You're probably not gonna go make $170,000, $200,000 on your first job.
No.
So, hey, I get to play football, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm going to get called up. Hey, who knows what might happen? Somebody might sign me to the active roster. Then I get a man guarantee. But if something got to change. If y'all keep adding these games, you got to add the roster size. You got to increase it. It's only fair.
Yeah.
What do we got? Practice squad players could earn between $12,500 and $21,300, depending on their experience level. Rookies and second-year player earn a minimum of $12,500 a week. That's good money, Ocho.
Really, that's real good money.
Hold on, I was on the active roster. They make that. I made $63,000 a year.
That was back in the day. Now you played 37 years ago. Now, so you know.
I don't give a damn. They cheated. I want restitution. Veterans with at least 3 years of experience can earn a minimum of $16,800 with a max of $21,300. So, hey, a practice squad player can legitimately make $300,000-$400,000.
Yeah,
man, I was first team All Pro. It made $325,000.
Long time ago, boy. Times have changed. But look how God has blessed you now.
Oh, I ain't complaining.
Yeah.
I want back pay though.
But listen, if you getting back pay, then I need to file a lawsuit because I want all my fines back. All my fines. I need to talk to Merton Hanks. I need to talk to Paul Tagliabue. I need to talk to Roger Goodell. Everything you fined me for that is now celebrated and allowed, I need my money back.
Hey, nah, I that money, I done jack that money up anyway. So ain't no sense in me lying, Ocho. Don't give me that. Cause the little money I had, there wasn't no saving back then.
Yeah, I feel you. There wasn't
no saving back then.
I got a question.
What's that?
Has anybody ever really looked into where that fine money goes? They say it goes to charity. Have we asked these charities, are they really literally getting the money that they take from us, or is somebody pocketing that?
But here's the thing, though. You don't get to write it off, though.
Yeah, you're right.
They write it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I think if I'm not mistaken, I think they just gave $5 million for the fire department. The NFL did, didn't they give
Yeah.
$5 million? That's probably your fine money, some of it.
Yeah. See, so it goes somewhere. I just don't know who is lining somebody's pocket.
Yeah, uh, you're right. You're right. But that's all I'm saying. If you're going to keep increasing games, you're going to have to increase roster size. You got to. You got to go
Somebody.
to a 50, 51 man roster, game day roster,
Right.
and maybe even a 50, maybe even a 53, 56
Mm-hmm.
roster during the course of the week. Keep 18, 16, 18 practice squad guys. I get that. That's
Yeah.
fine. But to ask the players to play this many more games, Ocho.
Yeah.
Um, Now, eventually, they're gonna add an 18 to the playoffs too, though.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, that's coming.
You know what that does? That's more what?
Revenue, money. Ocho, that's the only way. What
Right.
else can you sell?
Yeah.
You're not adding another, there's not another team. So you're not gonna get that $6-7 billion to split up between the owners.
Right.
So the only way these streaming services, Netflix, Amazon, they'll pay, but you got to give them something to pay for.
Or
You
right.
see?
Giờ tiếp tục với một tím. Cũng chết anh mà.
Thì cả mỏ xía nít như vậy.
Về đây bên nhau ta nói lại chuyện xưa.
Đó nha. Đó, mẹ. Bé lão. Cho cô xuống điện ăn. Ngon. Chả béo nhưng ấy này thật béo. Cái gì ăn suốt. Nhưng mà có chị ở đây thôi.
Mọi người mình đang kết màu tím nha. Các bạn ơi, vòng của mình đây, vòng của mình hoàn thành rồi. Video của mình đến đây là kết thúc nha. Nếu các bạn thích thì cho mình xin một like và chia sẻ và đăng ký kênh nha. Màu xanh này nha. Giờ tiếp tục với màu tím. Cũng chết anh mà.
Thì cả mỏ xía nít như vậy.
Về đây bên nhau ta nói lại chuyện xưa.
Đó nha.
Con sỏi nha, con sỏi nha. Các bạn ơi, đây là vòng của mình đây, vòng của mình hoàn thành rồi, video của mình đến đây là kết thúc nha. Thành Công có nhảy cái điện thoại nào của em không đấy?
Rồi, rồi.
Ở đâu nhé? Tự nhiên
Một số bạn.
Hello, xin chào tất cả các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh YouTube của mình. Video ngày hôm nay của mình sẽ là video gì đây? Nhiều quá, không biết làm video gì. Đây, rất nhiều những sản phẩm mình đã
con sỏi nha, con sỏi nha. Các bạn ơi, đây là vòng của mình đây, vòng của mình hoàn thành rồi, video của mình đến đây là kết thúc nha. Thành Công có nhảy cái điện thoại nào của em không đấy?
Rồi, rồi.
Ở đâu nhé? Tự nhiên
Một số bạn.
Hello, xin chào tất cả các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh YouTube của mình. Video ngày hôm nay của mình sẽ là video gì đây? Nhiều quá, không biết làm video gì. Đây, rất nhiều những sản phẩm mình đã
con sỏi nha, con sỏi nha. bạn ơi, đây là vòng của mình đây, vòng của mình hoàn thành rồi, video của mình đến đây là kết thúc nha. Anh Cầu có nhảy cái điện thoại nào của em không đấy?
Đây. Đây.
Ở đâu nhé? Tự nhiên
Một số bạn.
Hello, xin chào tất cả các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh YouTube của mình. Video ngày hôm nay của mình sẽ là video gì đây? Nhiều quá, không biết làm video gì. Đây, rất nhiều những sản phẩm mình đã
con sỏi nha, con sỏi nha.